Hi Capricorn, welcome to your reading for your season. Have a very happy birthday this month. If you are new, welcome to the Witch Switch, where we switch off everyday normal life and switch on to the witchery. If you are returning, welcome back. This season we're going to do the readings a little different because I just like variety. I don't like doing things the same. So we're actually going to be doing two different types of reading within this video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tap on the notification bell. And if you guys want a personal reading, my link is below. You can reach out to me at thewitchswitch.com. I do Zoom readings, but if you're located in the New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania area, I do have events coming up for the new year. So check those out where you can meet me personally and we could do a reading together. Okay? I find that personal readings are way better to do than Zoom. Not that the quality isn't there, it's just the experience is just completely different in person as opposed to doing it online. All right? So what we're going to do is we're going to bring out some oracle cards and we're going to bring out cards from the Poppy Palin deck. I personally like this deck, not only the fact that it is really big in size and you're able to see the imagery clearly, but there's just so much more detail than the traditional tarot. So I kind of like to do this to add any kind of additional information or to consider things that I probably wouldn't have with the old or traditional deck. All right, and then we'll get into it and do a regular reading on this side. All right, Capricorn, so I'm about to shuffle these three cards and then we will begin. 1, 2, and 3. Now, the first row is going to be external influences, how people perceive you. The middle is internal, how you perceive yourself. And the last is considering Capricorn season is all about dedication, discipline, and hard work. We're going to see where you need to focus your energy, what area of your life at this time, okay? Capricorn is all about earning and achieving and, the reward that comes with that. So we are going to be more focused on what we need to achieve at this time. You're going to feel more propelled to do that, naturally so, right, Capricorn? So let's begin. We have protection and we have the 9 of Cups. Now, some of you are perceived by others as someone who's very lucky or someone who's so secure and stable that, life just always works out for you. But the thing is that people don't understand is that the reason why things work out for you is because you are a planner and a strategizer. You kind of prepare yourself for certain things to occur. So when they do happen, you're prepared. You're ready for them. You understand? So a lot of people see you as someone who's very go-lucky, very, fortunate, has, their stuff together. And some of you may feel that even though you may miss certain things or you're not prepared for everything, things always work out for you. You are naturally protected, right? Whether that is through family, through a higher being, or just lucky in a specific area, this is how people perceive you. This is the persona that you put out there. All right? Internally, we have peace. And we have the 9 of Wands. Internally, you like to be in a position of, I don't want to say quietness, but you like to recharge from the world. You like to have alone time. You like your space. Sometimes you need to how can I put it? You need to settle down, take a rest from the chaos, from the day to day. Quiet time is very important, but there's another side of you that's also like go go go, we got to plan this, we got to plan that. Some of you may very well have Sagittarius placements. For others of you, this could represent dating, right? You like your peace, you like your alone time, but you can't help but get into flings with people, passion, exotic, romances and stuff. So you're kind of propelled between, being action oriented, but then also wanting to be reserved. All right. So there's kind of a healthy balance here, or there can be if you decide to see it that way. Let's see what you need to focus on, Capricorn. We have the Void here and we have the 6 of Cups. Now, for some of you could be going through a loss. You could be going through some sort of resentment, emptiness, some betrayal. There's just something missing in your life. And I think a lot of it has to do with your childhood, your upbringing, or someone from childhood, right? There needs to be some sort of self-reflection here. There's no need to kind of dwell in absence. There's no need to dwell in the dark. There's no need to dwell in things that are beyond your control, Capricorn. We have to be able to accept things and move on. Now, as someone who can be very detached emotionally, when you are in a state of peace and by yourself, I feel like that's where the dark thoughts tend to creep up, the loneliness tends to creep up, okay? Feeling like the whole world is on your back and you're just kind of doing things by yourself. All of that seems to creep up when you're in times of isolation. The thing is that you were taught to handle everything. You were taught to do things alone. This has a lot to do with your programming as opposed to the reality that is set. Remember, you're very protected, so just know that the road you are on, you're meant to be on. Despite the challenges, despite the circumstances, you can get out of it. You're cardinal earth. You're not limited. So this kind of mindset and thinking is something that you need to work towards, all right? Something you need to kind of get yourself past. Now we have the star here, Two of Swords in the reverse, and the Six of Pentacles. You're looking for something more balanced right now, all right? And I mentioned internally you're very balanced, even though you can't sit still or you always feel the need to fix something or whatever. You need peace, and I feel like the peace that you put yourself in can be in a state of just avoiding things. And that's okay, everything with moderation. But we need to balance out our heart space, what we need, what we deserve from other people, as well as separating what we can give out from others, all right? Your connections are very important to you, okay? There's a sense of freedom that comes from it too. And, you know, you are someone who's very certain. You don't have time or room for indecision or mistakes, but sometimes you can pour too much of yourself out when you're constantly being responsible for other people. All right? So this void here to me is just feeling drained, feeling empty, and also in a space where you kind of also put yourself here too. I don't know if there's some sort of past or situation where you kind of feel any resentment or remorse, but you feel guilty about something. You keep yourself trapped here, even though it doesn't show it on the outside, but you internalize a lot. So there needs to be a safe space to be able to communicate or share your experiences maybe with a professional, okay? Because let's be real, like our connections that we cherish and that we're happy with, they can't really help us out in the void. This is why you're feeling this by yourself, because you know that they can't offer the kind of assistance that you need at this time. But it's good to seek out a professional just to kind of maybe get a second opinion. Seeking out professional help doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you. Sometimes you just need to bounce some of these emotions or thoughts to someone who can kind of help you see things in a way that works for you. All right? So we need to discern how much we're taking in as well as how much we're giving away. There needs to be more of a balance there. And, you know, with the star card here, I feel like, you know, you are very fortunate. You do feel very blessed to have the people and the connections in your life. Life is going really well, but during times where you need extra assistance, it's okay to reach out. Okay? So Capricorn, what I'm trying to say is that you don't have to do everything by yourself. This season, it's your season. Let people help you. Let people carry out the extra work that you always do. It's okay to be served. Okay? It's okay to be served. It's okay to expect people to help us out even when we don't ask for it. It's okay to get caught up in, you know, things that bring you back to your inner child. Doing things that you used to find to be fun and engaging. Maybe it's even connecting with people from your past, right? Maybe it's making amends. Maybe it's apologizing to get yourself out of this void. Whatever applies, I say do it. Whatever you want to happen, you absolutely can. The star is there for you, as well as strength. So I do see things working out in your favor. I do see things balancing out, but we just have to get the heart and the mind to be more connected and to be more stable. All right, Capricorn? I'm going to leave that there. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think. Again, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I will see you in Aquarius season. Bye, Capricorn, and have a very happy birthday.